Welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. Today, we're taking a look at the former Gospel Oak pub in Acocks Green, a local landmark that has undergone a transformation from a community watering hole to a modern supermarket. Originally opened in 1932 on the site of the historic Gospel Oak Farm, this 1930s pub was a prominent fixture on Gospel Lane for over 75 years. Known simply as the Oak to locals, it was once also called the Red Rooster, boasting what was rumoured to be the longest bar in England. The Gospel Oak's name itself is steeped in history, harking back to an ancient tree that marked the meeting point of the parishes of Yardley, Solihull and Bickenhill. In bygone days, parish priests would lead processions known as beating the bounds, stopping at significant landmarks like the Gospel Oak to read passages from the Gospel, hence the name. Sadly, the pub's glory days came to an end in 2009 when it closed its doors, with some locals claiming it had become a rather rough establishment plagued by troubles and an unsavory clientele. For a while, the Gospel Oak sat abandoned and boarded up, its future uncertain. But in 2011, the building found new life as a co-op supermarket, a practical repurposing that has allowed this local landmark to continue serving the community, albeit in a different capacity. As we explore the site today in 2024, the former Gospel Oak still stands tall, its supermarket shelves stocked and bustling with activity. However, the surrounding area tells a different story, with many local shops having closed their doors, prompting some residents to point fingers at the past 14 years of Conservative government and the cost of living crisis as potential culprits. With a general election on the horizon, the fate of the Gospel Oak and its neighborhood has become a topic of heated debate among locals, some lamenting the loss of yet another pub biting the dust, while others embrace the change and practicality of a community supermarket. And then there's the curious case of the former bowling green behind the pub. While a portion of the land has been developed into housing, a small section remains fenced off, begging the question: is this a remnant of the old bowling green, or simply an overlooked patch of land? As we delve into the history and transformation of the Gospel Oak, we invite you, our viewers, to share your thoughts, memories, and perspectives. What role have pubs like the Gospel Oak played in shaping the fabric of your local communities? And how do you feel about the repurposing of these establishments into more modern facilities like supermarkets? Join us in this thought-provoking discussion, and let's explore the ever-evolving landscapes of our neighborhoods together. Our channel, Joyful Adventure Audits, is dedicated to uncovering the stories behind these urban transformations, and your voices are an essential part of that journey. So, whether you're mourning the loss of a beloved local pub, or embracing the practicality of a new community supermarket, let's raise a metaphorical glass, or perhaps a shopping basket, to the Gospel Oak and the rich tapestry of history and change it represents. As we reflect on the Gospel Oak's transformation from a troubled local pub to a modern supermarket, we can't help but ponder the challenges and hard times that have plagued the pub industry in recent years. This once prominent 1930s establishment, rumored to have the longest bar in England, ultimately succumbed to troubles and an unsavory clientele, leading to its closure in 2009. While some may lament the loss of yet another community watering hole, others saw it as an overdue change, a chance to revitalize a landmark site that had fallen into disrepair. The Gospel Oak story is not unique. It's a tale that has played out time and again across Birmingham and the UK as a whole. Changing social habits, economic pressures, and the lasting impact of the smoking ban have all taken a toll on the traditional British pub industry. Yet, for many of us, these establishments hold a special place in our hearts. They are more than just places to grab a pint. They are living repositories of local history, culture, and camaraderie. The loss of each pub chips away at the fabric of our communities, leaving a void that can be challenging to fill. Here at Joyful Adventure Audits, we've made it our mission to document and preserve the stories of Birmingham's lost pubs through our ongoing series. From the Brookvale to the Lad in the Lane, we've explored these fading establishments, not only to celebrate their histories, but also to spark a dialogue about their role in shaping our neighborhoods. And that dialogue is where you, our viewers, come in. We want to hear your thoughts, your memories, and your perspectives on the Gospel Oak, as well as any other lost pubs that hold a special place in your hearts. Did you frequent the Gospel Oak in its heyday? What are your fondest recollections of this local haunt? Or perhaps you have stories to share about other beloved pubs that have shuttered their doors, leaving a void in your community. Share your tales in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. We believe that by sharing these stories and experiences, we can not only preserve the rich tapestry of Birmingham's pub heritage, but also explore ways to support and revitalize the industry. After all, it's a harsh reality that many pubs are facing use it or lose it. By rallying around our local establishments, patronizing them, and advocating for their preservation, we can ensure that these vital community spaces remain cherished fixtures for generations to come. So, let's raise a metaphorical glass to the Gospel Oak, to the lost pubs of Birmingham, and to the countless memories and stories that have been forged within their walls. Together, we can keep these tales alive and work towards a future where our city's pub heritage is celebrated and sustained for years to come.